So today I will explain what all things we will cover in this real-time project. Okay. So we'll discuss about the contents, what all things will be included. Okay. What all business scenario we will use. So that kind of discussion we will do here. As I mentioned, this real-time project is more focused on the practical side, where we will replicate client project and we will learn all the development process here. Okay. So we'll start from requirement gathering, like how we do for big MNC company. Okay. We will follow all these steps like requirement gathering, development, testing, deployment, CI/CD pipeline. Okay. So we will use Jenkins CI/CD pipeline here and we will write the pipeline script also. Then we will do Splunk integration. So I will explain I will teach you how to create a Splunk account and how to integrate with your Mulesoft. Okay, all those things we will do practically. Okay, so whatever standard process we follow, everything we will cover here, and what all best practices we should follow, everything will be covered here. Okay, it will be a bit different from the basic training. In basic training, we are learning about Mulesoft component and connector, and we are doing small POC. But in this real-time project, we will have a real business scenario. Okay, we will have different system where we will exchange the data. Okay, and by following the standards, we will do all the we will follow all the project development lifecycle steps. Okay, and for API development part, we will follow the API development lifecycle what Mulesoft has suggested. So that part also I will explain. So here, our objective will be in real-time experience. Okay, so that once you will join the Mulesoft project, you will not feel like you are new in Mulesoft. You will have enough experience to continue your project, whatever you will get. At the same time, same project you can use for interview purpose also. Okay, since as I mentioned, this will be complete real-time scenario and we will follow exactly same steps what we do for big MNC. Okay, so whatever steps you will learn here. So during your interview, when they will ask, you need to mention same step only. Okay. And second part, that will be learning side. Okay. Like first will be, it will help you in this, when you will join the project, it will help you to survive there. And second part, same project you can use in interview. And this will be complete real-time scenario. And this will be client project only. Okay. What I have delivered for my previous client and all. So small modification I did. Okay, very small modification I did, and then I created this project. Okay, so practically also you will able to fill. Okay, so I will help you to uh, like uh, understand this complete scenario through business cases. Okay, how it will feel for business and what kind of client can use this kind of project. Okay, so all those discussion we will have during our project. Okay. And class wise, for 2 week, it will be only Sunday. Okay. But after 2 week, we will do on weekday also. Okay. So timing and all, like at this moment, we are taking 7:30 a.m. to 1 hour. But later on, we will take for 3 hours since we have to cover lots of things here. Okay. And when you will start working on project, you need 2-3 hours to complete one part. Okay. So that's why class duration will be 3 hours and timing will be 7:30 a.m. Indian time. Okay, we have few many people from US also. For them, it will be 9 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Now coming to course content. Okay, let me brief you about the course content. So here,
Trias is
first
only
we
on,
will,
I'm sorry to
sorry.
interrupt. Trias is only on weekends, right, Ravi?
Okay, yes, 3 hour on weekend. If
Oh,
we will have weekday session, then it will be 1 hour only.
oh,
But Saturday and Sunday, after 2 weeks, we will have 3 hour session. Okay, you will also feel like 2 3 hours is required, and it will be a practical session, so you will not feel bored. Even you will get more interest. And one important thing will be here. Okay, so when I will do project, okay, I do very like I take it very in depth. I explain everything. Definitely, you will able to understand. Okay, very rare chance will be there you will not able to understand, so I will arrange doubt session and all. You can join the doubt session and you can ask your query, or you can ask where you are getting difficulties. Okay, but like it will be very important to do, like whenever I am working, okay, you will learn the process and you will do same thing in your system. Okay, that will also give you some hands-on experience. And after my part, okay, like let's say we have 10 API here. Okay, so 5 to 6 API I will develop, and rest of the 3 to 4 API you people need to develop. Okay, and that will be one of the most important part here. Until unless you will not do those API development by your hand, you will not get good understanding. You will not get in-depth understanding. Okay, so when I will explain, I told many times, like I have seen most of the students, except few, like means there are definitely few students are there. They face some difficulty since they were completely from non-IT background and they haven't focused on initial classes. Okay, and in real-time project, everything will be linked. Okay, if you will not join day one, then it will be difficult to understand the day two. So here you must need to maintain this, like you must need to continue the class. Okay, you must need to follow each session. In any case, due to any emergency, if you are missing any class, yeah, you must need to go with recording before coming to next class. Since every class will be connected from each other. In basic training, like things will not be connected much. After two class also, third class you can easily understand. But in real time project, it will not happen. Okay. So you must need to attend daily session. If any case you are missing any class, you must need to go with recording before coming to next class. Okay. And recording wise, I generally take one time to upload the, like, sorry, 1 day, sorry, 1 day to upload this recording. So within 1 day, you will get recording. Okay. But I will suggest to join the live session. During the real time project, definitely you will get many doubts, many questions. So in live session, it will be more interactive. You can ask your doubt immediately. You don't need to wait for doubt session or my call or something. Okay. So live session, definitely it will be very helpful. And like in last 3 years, okay, many people learned from this project. Okay, they cleared their interview by themselves using same project. Since I'm taking whatever use case I will take for this project, that will be complete real time use case. Okay, so once you will learn through this training program, okay, no one will able to understand you did as a learning. Okay, since we will follow all the process and everything what we do for company, so easily you can use this for interview purpose also. Okay, and coming to content wise, okay, so many people mention like once we will complete this real time project, how many year of experience I can put in my resume or something. Okay, so content wise, 90% contents are there which is good for 3 to 4 year of experience. Okay, means whatever we will cover, so 90% content will give you enough knowledge what 3 to 4 year people used to have. Okay, except connector part. Okay, connector part might be they might know more connector, but component functionality use case, like on those part, you will be having 3 to 4 years of experience. Okay. 10 part. Okay. Sorry, 10% part. That will be advanced part. Okay. Even 6 year people, sometimes they don't used to have those kind of experience. That will be Jenkins CI/CD pipeline. Okay. So those kind of Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, Splunk integration, generally like people having 8 year, 10 year of experience from Mulesoft background. Okay, DevOps people they used to have from year one also. But coming to Mulesoft person, okay, people having 6, 8 year of experience, they used to have uh, knowledge of how to do Jenkins pipeline setup, how to integrate with Splunk. Okay. Okay. So those part you will get 6 to 8 year of experience also, but 90% part which is related to MuleSoft concept, best practice, component, business scenario. Okay, those part 3 to 4 year easily you can put. Okay, whatever once you will join the company after 3 to 4 year of experience, what all things you will be covered, you are going to cover in this real-time project part. Hope everyone clear with this point. Now coming to course content part. So first we will go with project development life cycle where we will start with requirement gathering. Okay. Then we will understand this project development life cycle also, what all phases are there, how they are connected with each other. Okay. Here we are going to use agile methodology. We will follow the standard of agile methodology. In market, there are multiple project development methodology are there like waterfall, agile, hybrid. Okay. But here we are going to use agile one. Okay. So I will explain what all things will come in picture whenever we will go with agile methodology, like how Scrum call will happen, what kind of meetings will be there, how to create a story, how to assign points, how to update comment, all those kind of things we will do, and we will use Jira ticketing tool. Okay. So we will do Jira setup and we will use Jira ticketing tool to manage our agile project. For different project, you will get different ticketing tool like Jira, then Azure. Azure also provide their ticketing tool, then ServiceNow. Okay. But all this ticketing tool has same concept and same thing. Okay. If you know one, that is good enough to work in any. Okay. So we will learn about this Jira ticketing tool also, how we will use this tool to manage our project. Then Confluence we will use for our document repository, how to manage and maintain our documents. So we'll see that part. A part of that, as a center repository. Okay. So whenever you will work for any project, you need to have one SCM. Okay. And as a center repository, we will use GitHub. There are other repository are there in market, like Bitbucket we have, then we have Azure repository. So these are very, uh, you can say popular repository are there. We are going to use Git, and if you will say, then Git is one of the most usable repository, you can say. Most of the organization are using Git. Nowadays, I seen this Agile repository, sorry, not Agile, this Azure one. Okay, many company and clients are using, but both has same working principle and same things like you both place you need to create ticket, you need to update the story point, you need to put the comment, you need to give the status what you have developed and what you have done, what you are doing, all those kind of things. So everything is same. So yeah, if you are good with one, you are good with other also. Okay. Now, once we will start the development, we will follow the API development lifecycle. Like we will start from YAML, we'll publish on Exchange, we'll go for feedback, then we'll go for API development. Okay. So many people are confused on these parts, RAML development and API development. Okay. So if we are saying RAML development, that is not a physical implementation of API. Okay. So RAML is it just tells the behavior of the API and it's kind of documentation. Although we are writing small piece of code there, okay, but that code we are writing to document our API. Okay. So how when you want to build your home, so what you do, you create a map of your home, like how you are going to design your home, how many floors will be there, what will be size of the length and width of the house, what will be size of your rooms, where you will put window, all those kind of detail we put there. Okay. That doesn't means you have created your home. That is a kind of print of your home, how you are going to create. Same way, RAML we create, that is a blueprint of our API that tells the behavior of the API. Okay. If someone want to use our API, so they can go through RAML and they can understand the behavior of the API. But if we want to physically implement it, we need to write, we need to develop our code. Okay. We need to develop our API on Anypoint Studio. We can develop on Anypoint platform also, but that will have limited capability and that is not much user friendly compared to Anypoint Studio. And Anypoint Studio will be much more faster than platform. In platform, they provide the API development facility to develop some POC and demo project. So whenever you will have any demo or anything, you don't need to install the studio. You must it will not be must item. Okay. So you can go to platform and you can develop your demo API or POC API. But here after RAML, we will go to Endpoint Studio and we will develop our API. Okay. Not only we will develop our API, we will follow all the best practice. We will follow all the API governance. Okay. Starting from RAML only. In RAML also, we will follow what should be resource name, what should be method for which business functionality. We will define the request and response data type. But whatever reusable components we will have, we will put inside traits and we will put inside fragment. Okay. So if you are working with any big client, okay, what all standards or API governments they will expect to follow you, we will cover everything here. Okay. So we will try to use all the reusability and everything. And for error handling also, we will use global error handling. So that kind of thing we will do. Okay. So once we will develop our API, we will do the testing, like we will do unit testing and unit testing. And then once we will deploy on environment, we will do integration testing. We will do performance testing. Generally, performance and integration testing will be done by testing team, but at this moment we don't have testing team. But still, you need to know how this work and what kind of support you need to give there while they will perform the SIT and performance testing. So that kind of knowledge I will share with you. Okay. Then once we will complete this unit testing and unit testing, then okay, one more thing. Unit testing, it's a similar to JUnit testing, which help us to automate our testing process. Okay. That's why we will write the unit. Okay. So once we will perform the testing, then we will go for code checking. So we will see how we will commit our code, how we will push our code, how we will create a pull request, all those kind of things we will see. And then using Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, so we will create Jenkins server, like we will install, we will run the server, and we will write the pipeline script. And using that pipeline script, we will deploy our application on Cloud Hub. Okay, so deployment model, we are going to use Cloud Hub. We have other like on-prems, and then we have this hybrid one. So theoretically, we'll discuss all, but practically we will use Cloud Hub. Okay, in Cloud Hub only we will do deployment, we will apply security policy, everything we will do. Then yeah, I think this all thing we will cover. Okay, and at the end Splunk integration also. Okay, so initially we will check log and everything in Cloud Hub log, but maybe you people know this Cloud Hub log has limitation. It support only maximum 100 MB data, or like it should not be more than 30 days. If you will complete any of this, either 100 MB or 30 days, then previous data, previous log will be deleted. Okay. So many company, they need log for more time. They want to archive those log after the certain period, like maybe 30 to 60 day. Okay. So to overcome this kind of limitation, many people are using this log monitoring framework like Splunk, Elasticsearch, Kibana. Okay, those are external are there which you can use for as a log monitoring framework. Then, at the end, I will explain like how you will use this project in your interview. Okay, what all counter question they may ask, how to answer those questions. So that kind of discussion we will do. And as I mentioned many times, okay, this is very important. Like after this project, you will not feel like you have done this as a training. You will feel like you have done for some client only. Okay. So here we are not only we are going to develop the API, we are going to follow all the standard process, what we do for organization. So if anyone has any like query, or if anyone has any suggestion on the course content part, you can unmute yourself and you can tell me.
Ravi, that deployment model, could you explain the on-premises also means in practical one project like that?
Okay.
What's
So
on-prem?
practical part, like it will be time consuming. Okay. So we need to do lots of things. But theoretically, definitely I will explain. But if you are expecting practically, if you want to see one deployment, let me see that part. Okay, how much time it will take? If it will be manageable, or if we will have enough time, yes, I will try to take.
Okay.
If no other query, then move for next part. So objective wise, I already explained. Like here, our objective will be to simulate the real world scenario. We will use Mulesoft out of box capabilities. Okay. And like in MuleSoft, you can perform same task using two, three component. But which component will be more suitable there? to give better performance, to provide our API as a more reliable API. So considering all those, we will select the component. Okay. The time of development, I will keep explaining this part. Okay. Then we will follow this API development lifecycle, all steps and everything. We'll do testing, and at the end, we will have demo also. Okay. So when I will complete developing API and all to teach you process and all, then few part you need to develop. So you need to develop those API and you need to demo it. Okay. So everything development and everything should be ready in your system. So here we have list of software. So you people can check in your system what all you have already. That is well and good. But I will help you to explain all this setup. Okay. So it's not like I will skip. If you have already, I will skip. Means it must be in everyone's system. So I will explain the setup for everyone, starting from any point platform, studio, Git repository, Git desktop, everything. Okay, what all things we will use in this project. Jira, Confluence, Splunk, Jenkins. I will explain everything, how to download their software, how to install, how to run. Everything will be included in this program. Okay. So there might be possibility out of this 15, we are not using any one. Okay. And there will be possibility we will add few more installation here based on the use case. Okay. This is tentative one. Okay. But there might be 10% up and down for different software or application. Okay. Anyone has any doubt on the software list part? Okay.
In Salesforce account, it's a 1 month trial version. Or
Yes, we will use trial and they provide all the capabilities there, what we need for our project. Okay. So I will help you to create the cloud account. So it will not impact the performance of your API. Sorry, performance of your system. Everything, most of these things we will use cloud version only. Few things we will install in our application, in our system, you can say. Okay. Let's say Postman, we must need to install. Then Endpoint Studio. So few things you must need to install in your laptop. And most of the thing we are going to use Cloud Hub, not Cloud Hub, cloud version, like database, Salesforce. Just give me one minute. Okay. I'm sharing my screen again. Salesforce, database, Jira, then MTP server, Splunk. Okay. Jenkins, we need to do it physically. Splunk one also cloud version only. So most of the thing will be cloud version only. Few things will be on your laptop. Okay. So I know few people have MacBook, so I will try to help you on MacBook part also. Okay. But whatever I will explain through window. For MacBook part, I will explain it separately. Like you need to share your screen and I will explain. So connector wise, okay,
Can you
we are
just
going
repeat
to
the
use this
question?
kind of, sorry.
I'm not able to see the your screen.
Okay, let me reshare my screen. So here, connector wise, we will use Salesforce database, SMTP, object store, HTTP,
No, we are not
API
able to
kit.
see.
Yeah, maybe you need to rejoin from your side. Can anyone else tell me like my screen is visible only?
No, no, your screen is not visible and your voice is also echoing,
No,
Ravi.
that is going due to Satish system, but my
No, no,
screen
your
is not.
screen is not visible.
Okay. Anyone in this group can see my screen?
No.
No, Ravi.
No, Ravi.
No, sir.
And let me stop and let me reshare. Let me know if it is visible. Still not visible?
It's visible now.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the connectors: Salesforce, database, SMTP, object store, HTTP.
Ravi,
Satish, you need to be on mute. If you have anything, just ask in chat since we are getting echo from your system. Okay. So this all connector we will use. OAuth connector we will use to create our own OAuth service provider. In this project, practically we are going to see this OAuth policy. Okay. We will apply OAuth policy in our experience API. Okay. So as a OAuth service provider, we will create our own application, Mule application, and we will use OAuth connector there. In project, generally we use some third-party OAuth service provider like Okta, Azure A2B2C, Alibaba also provide, Ali Cloud also provide that. Okay. So like we have different OAuth service provider, but here we are going to create our own OAuth service provider using Mulesoft OAuth connector. Okay. So for that purpose, we will use here. A part of OAuth policy, we will see other policy also like basic authentication, client ID enforcement, rate limiting, all those policy we will use. So key component wise, these are the components which we are going to use in our project. Okay, these are the key components. A part of that also we will use many component. Security policy, we are going to use this many policy. We will apply in our APIs. Okay. Like OAuth, client ID, HTTP, basic authentication, spike control. These many policy we will use. Okay. Timing wise, I mentioned on high level, but yeah, here we have detailed timing. Like Saturday and Sunday we will have. Okay. Saturday we will have like only for 2 weeks on we will have Sunday only. But after that we will move for Saturday, Sunday, and might be weekday also. If we will have on weekday, it will be 1 hour. Okay? But weekend we will have 3 hours. So Saturday starting from 7:30 to 10:30. In between we will have one 15-minute break. Same for Sunday also, 3 hour, but in between we will have 15-minute break. Okay. And this will be more practical part. Okay. So definitely 3 hour will be like it will pass very faster. Okay. Since we will be involved with this development and all. So like time will run fast. So 3 hour will be good enough. Okay. In future, we will see if we need more or less hour. We will discuss together and we will work on that part. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, registration part you people already did. Yeah. If anyone like for doubt session and all, like just ping me on this number and I will help you on this doubt session. So you can like whenever there will be a doubt session, you can join that live session, and like on other day also you can ask in that group. So either I will help you or some other team member will help you to resolve your doubt. Okay. Now coming to like before this real time project, what all knowledge you should have. So you should have understanding of Mulesoft component and connector. It's not like we will not cover. Okay, we will cover those component and connector, but in this real time project, I want you people should be more focused on the learning how this project work and what all process and standards we follow. You should not concentrate what is this component and how this component work. Okay, that component knowledge you should have. You should have prior component knowledge. Okay, so here we will be more focused on how to implement one real time like use case by following all the standards, by following all the process. Okay, so I want you people to focus on that part. So before that, definitely we will complete this basic training. If someone is joining directly on project part, you must need to do some revision. Okay, so for revision part, you can follow this playlist. Here you will get some basic concepts which will help you to brush up your knowledge. Okay, then project part also, this is one POC and small project what I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. This is very small and POC project. Okay, this will not give you in-depth knowledge, but this will help you to kickstart this project part. Okay, this will give you some understanding how project work. Okay, but it doesn't contains all the standards and everything. But still, this project is very good for kickstart part, your learning part. Okay, then you should have database knowledge. In basic training, you will get some part of database, and in this particular playlist, almost 12 video are there, and we have covered lots of like frequently used or predefined function. Okay, so whenever you people will have free time, just go through this playlist and do some practice there. Okay, you will get very good understanding and very in-depth knowledge and data view part. Okay, and here we have some interview preparation video. So at this moment, you can skip this part. So your focus should be on first, second, and third. First, then third, and then second, based on your how much bandwidth you have and how much free time you have. You need to cover this. Okay, so means generally like this part will help you to prepare yourself for this real-time project. Okay. Till this point, if anyone has any query or if anyone has any doubt, let me know. Okay. If no, then like in next class for this real-time project, we will start this software setup and all. So just what you people need to do, go through that checklist. Okay. What you have, what I have in this document, I will share in our group, and check what all software and tools you have already and what all pending. Okay. So during class, when I will explain, you need to complete all those. So your system will be ready with this entire setup. So whenever we'll start the development and all, okay, you will not face much difficulty on installation and all. Okay, so and as I mentioned, like most of the services are cloud service. Okay, so it will not impact the performance of your laptop or computer. Only few we will install in our local. So there for that we don't have any other option. So we must need to do. Okay, so if you people have any query, you can ask. If not, then we are good for today. introduction part.
Ravi,
Yes.
yeah, one query. Is this same for Jenkins CI/CD and GitLab CI/CD pipeline code? Is this same or little bit different?
See, coming to pipeline script. Okay,
Pipeline
so there's
script.
one thing you need to fix on your system side. Okay, I'm not sure why echo is coming, so that you need to fix for coming to next class. Okay, so coming to pipeline script. Okay, no matter which pipeline you are following, Jenkins, Bitbucket, and all, concept wise, you need to do same thing. Okay, you need to build the process. You need to run the M unit. You need to do code review. You need to do deployment. Okay, so process wise, we'll have same process. There might be difference into setup part. Okay, process might be different. Okay, coming to Jenkins or coming to some other Bitbucket CI/CD pipeline or Azure CI/CD pipeline, process wise, like means what all things you need to do, that will be same only, but how to do that process will be different. And like whatever script you will write, so that script syntax might be different. Okay, but if you will learn any one, then like for other it will not be very difficult. And coming to Maven, like when you will build your script, so there will be many Maven command. Okay, that command will be same only. Any other question? Other question, then we are good with today. Okay,
We have class tomorrow or it's on Tuesday?
Monday, yes, we will have.
Tomorrow, okay.